Good morning, I'm Brennan.
And I'm Chance. Thanks for joining us.
Today is Tuesday, October 19th, 2021.
Today is a B-Day.
Teachers, please remember to log into Silox.
On to today's announcements.
It's Rambler Radio Club Roundup Week.
Yesterday, the radio club contacted 65 stations in less than 3 hours.
They had their first contact by a male student at LMS for the first time in at least 2 years. Thanks, Halen.
The voice of Rambler Radio Club has traveled 1,105 miles outside of the U.S. this week. Your Ramblers have an international presence.
Remaining goals for the week. 500 plus contacts for the week. Get at least 50 contacts for each student. Make a 50-state sweep, a first for the Rambler Radio Club during school club roundup.
Make a 13-province sweep of Canada, a first for the Rambler Radio Club during school club roundup. Defend our national title for the middle school division. Have fun during the school club roundup.
Rambler Radio Club will be back on air Tuesday from 12 p.m. till 6:30 p.m.
Congratulations to Miss Medley's homeroom for being the top seller of our tailgate fundraiser. Her homeroom class raised $188.
There'll be a lockdown drill today at 2:40.
The following students need to meet Miss Edwards in the Commons at the beginning of ELT today.
Emma Baker, Billy Deering, Christopher DeBerry, Reagan Gamlin, Abigail Lively.
Jillian Luckenbaugh, Briley Maher, Jonathan Marlowe, Catherine McFarland, Elia Mitchell.
Aubrey Nez, Destiny Parton, Natalie Pryor, Blake Rayburn, Kyle Smith.
Friday will be Farm Safety Day at LMS.
Saturday, our cheerleaders will compete at Cheer Championship at Chattanooga Valley.
The LHS Marching Band will compete at Peach State Saturday.
Get your yearbook. Each yearbook buyer in the month of October will receive a thank you with Halloween candy attached to it.
Please see Ms. Lawrence in the Media Center to place your order.
Attention all cross-country runners. Please return your uniforms ASAP to Ms. Brooks.
Now on to this week's 7 Mindsets video. Think Positive, followed by our Rambler Cuisine menu. Out to Tyler.
Rome, 1960. For champions, the ultimate challenge is always the same, to be the best. Wilma Rudolph set new records in the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and won the 400-meter relay. In setting this pace, she became the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in Olympic track and field competition. Her triumph was called a miracle.
I grew up a lot different from most kids. I grew up with a series of childhood illnesses. The beginning for me was scarlet fever, pneumonia, and the end result was polio, and I wore braces until I was 9 years old. I think the most difficult moments growing up was being teased by my peers and not being accepted to play and do all the things that one wants to do growing up.
At 16, she ran in the 1956 Olympics at Melbourne, Australia. She returned home with a bronze medal for her effort in the 400-meter relay. At home, her incredible speed brought her something worth more than gold, a scholarship.
In the back of my mind, I always tried to work toward education, coming from this very large family and knowing that out of 22 brothers and sisters that I was the first child to have a chance to go to school. And the grandest aspect was that I could trade off my athletic ability for the scholarship, and that was how I thought of it.
Wilma Rudolph's dream is to become the most famous woman runner in the world. In 1960, her moment arrives. Her stage, Rome, the Olympic Games.
My coach, Ed Temple at Tennessee State, that I had been with since I was 13 years old, was named the United States coach for the women's track and field team. So, of course, we rejoiced because it's not very often that you have a chance to have your coach with you. That is something that is so very rare and so very special. And he would always stay with me until the very moment that I had to go through the tunnel to get into the stadium. And then he would run to this one special seat. And by the time I came underneath the tunnel into the stadium, I could look and see him. And that was all I needed. I think every sprinter that goes to that starting line that moment is afraid of losing. That is always there. But the fear that is in the pit of the stomach, it is more of a nervous reaction than anything else. If it is not there for me, that is a day that I might as well not run, because there's no adrenaline. When it's there, I know that I'm on target, that I'm listening for that sound. And I always had the worst start in the history of any sprinter because of my size. And I was the tallest sprinter that ever came through the United States. And my first 30 to 45 yards, I was never in the race. So I was always happy they didn't have 30 and 40-yard races. But the farther I ran, the faster I became. And I could always accelerate in the end. And that was the key to the successes of Wilma Rudolph. Never the start.
In winning 3 gold medals, Wilma finally realizes her dream. Now, she must find new motivation to win.
It was Palo Alto, California, Stanford University, Russia versus the United States. I was running well, but the heart wasn't there anymore. I mean, what do you do when you win all of it? To keep yourself motivated, you have to be a little bit hungry to be there and to stay on top. And this particular day, we were running a relay. We were behind when we started off. And you always think on a stagger start, and you know on a stagger start that, okay, she's going to catch her in the turn, and by the time the baton is passed, we're going to be even. Well, that didn't happen. And then when they passed it the next time, I said, well, by the time they get to the next person, we will be even, or we will be one step ahead. It didn't happen. And by the time it got to me, I saw that we were behind. And I made myself a promise that day. I said, if you catch the Russian, it's history, retire. If you do not catch the Russian, you will have to run another 4 years for the Olympics.
Let's see what's cooking with the Rambler cuisine today. Today for lunch we'll be having barbecue on whole grain bun with whole grain chips, or fish with cheese on whole grain bun with tartar sauce, corn, baked beans, tossed salad with dressing, peaches, fresh fruit, milk choice, and ice cream. Thursday for breakfast, the cafeteria will be serving up sausage biscuit or biscuit yogurt, peaches, fresh fruit, juice choice, and milk choice. Thursday for lunch, we'll be having walking taco or sour cream, or chicken on whole grain bun, fries, refried beans, salsa, tossed salad with dressing, spiced apples, fresh fruit, and milk choice. I'm Tyler. Up next is your Rambler Weather Report with Ellie.
Now for your Rambler Weather Report. Good morning. Today we'll begin with cool temperatures running a few degrees colder in most spots than yesterday morning. I'm Ellen. The moment of silence and pledges are up next.
Please pause for our moment of silence. Please stand for the pledge. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please turn to the Georgia flag. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the Georgia flag and to the principles for which it stands, wisdom, justice, and moderation.
It's the mission of LaFayette Middle School, Walker County schools to ensure all students graduate ready for college, ready for work, and ready for life.
It is our PBIS mission to be positive, respectful, involved, determined, and excellent.
Thanks for watching. Teachers, please remember to log into Sidewalks.
Join us again Thursday. Goodbye and make it a great day, Ramblers.